laid over, not hungover.
Yeah, we're laid over. It's ever since they found that thing in your bag.
I know. I thought I was going to get away with it, but yeah,
when you buy those things from Mexico, you can't bring them back.
Yeah, I think they saw that ticket. They were like, "This guy looks sus." He was with Kyle and Sarah. All the red flags.
All the big dogs in CREview.
All the big dogs, yeah.
All the big CREview content creators.
Exactly.
In Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, we thought since we're in the airports, we'd talk about CRM and marketing in CRM.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like airports and particularly like airplane companies, airlines are the worst.
I'm getting Ryanair vibes.
And customer relationships.
Ryanair needs CRMs.
This is a very important topic. I don't know if it's our most exciting topic ever, but nevertheless, very, very important. I feel like CRM is like the windscreen wipers on your car. Like you have to have them. You don't always check them and you don't always use them. Well, I mean, you should be using them, but when it rains,
it pours.
then you're going to need them.
Yeah.
And that's normally in Q4 where you've got to like figure out, shit, did marketing work this year?
Yeah.
Let's check the CRM. Haven't looked at it in 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, you should be. So that we're going to explain to them why you should be checking it every day.
Think of it like your analytics and insights.
How do we get beers in here? How do we get beers in the security?
I got a big bag. I got a big bag. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Coming from like more of a creative angle, looking at like a CRM and SEO and topics like that, you kind of like at first there's like a bit of a barrier together nicely. You're just like, but like the more you read and learn more about it, you're like, actually, this is super cool and valuable. And that's an honest opinion.
I mean, you're a content specialist, so CRM isn't really your thing, right? It's not like you're not into CRM. You don't give a shit about CRM, really. Yeah. But now, since we've been doing this podcast, this episode, you've had to do a bit of research on CRM.
You guys are learning, I'm learning. It's a teaching moment.
It's my favorite of all the marketing sales acronyms.
I was about to say, of all the acronyms.
It's one of my favorites. I don't know why. I like SEO as well.
Yeah.
I feel like CRM, it just like kind of rolls quite easy off the tongue.
It does.
And I feel like most people know what CRM stands for. If you don't, it's customer relationship management.
It sounds like an intellectual acronym as well.
It does. It feels like if you have a CRM system, you know your shit.
Yeah.
You've got a highly functioning company.
Yeah. You sound like the guy from Monday.com.
It's a new way to work without limits.
Yeah. Okay, so I think basically CRM, quickly before we get into why it's so important for marketing, CRM was built to improve customer relationships. So before we had CRM systems and tools, you would have to use various methods of cataloging your leads and your customers in books and files and
Excel sheets,
spreadsheets. I'm sure there were amazing spreadsheets built for
sure.
CRM, but we've got obviously incredible tools now that you can use, which we will have in the blog. And Josh, you can actually put them in the description of this video as well. There's some really good ones out there. Obviously, we're not going to go into a list of them, which is the best, but that'll be in the blog. But and why are these tools so important for specifically marketing? Now, they are important for all aspects of business, right?
Yeah.
It's not just the marketing thing, but marketing works really, really well with CRM tools and CRM systems because it allows you to track and manage all of your leads from a commercial real estate point of view. Marketing is helping you getting leads. You've got to track those leads. You've got to understand those leads, qualify them, where they're coming from, how far they're going down the funnel. And the CRM system helps you do that all in a really nice, pretty dashboard, and it gives you a lot of insight.
Yeah.
So it's everything that you need to know about your customer at your fingertips.
Exactly.
Which is for me, that's a pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that really stood out to me was when I was looking at doing this research 5 minutes before this video.
While they were taking the handcuffs off.
Exactly, yeah. I was putting my clothes back in my bag.
The phone in front of him. Study, Josh, quickly study.
Yeah. I only saw a little snippet on the screen, but I saw that whole like nurture process that like if you didn't have a CRM, it was like it's almost impossible to get that information.
It's such a
be a hack. Yeah.
It's if without a CRM, you basically it's so much admin. I think that's the perfect word for this. Like if you don't have a CRM tool, it is like your life is going to be admin intense.
And people in commercial real estate do not have time.
They have enough admin.
They have enough admins.
Yes. Yeah. Like you need to get rid of the admin.
Yeah.
We're not vouching for any of these tools. You can go find them on your own in the list that we give you, but they all pretty much do the same thing. Some of them will do better things than others. Some of them are cheaper, some of them are more expensive, blah, blah, blah. Whatever kind of works for you, works for you. But I think that the most important thing is that using one of these systems is going to allow you to deliver a better customer experience. So once those customers come in from your different marketing channels and they come into your CRM, example, we use HubSpot a lot, it is, you can see where they fit into your sales pipeline. I think this is the most important part of, for me, a CRM system is your sales pipeline. You can build out an entire sales pipeline for your company and understand where those leads are going. So if you've got leads coming in from different marketing channels, if you've got them coming in from your leasing division, from your brokers, from different brokers, and they're all coming in and you're tracking all of those, you're able to understand, okay, cool. These guys are not bringing in the best leads. This channel isn't bringing in the best leads because they're not converting further down that sales pipeline.
Yeah.
And you've got all of that there and you put all of that information in and you can understand demographics. You can understand, previous communications you've had with them. Your entire company will have access to that.
There's like fundamental issues that you can also point out. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like they made it to that point, but they stopped there or they dropped off like a huge amount there. There's an issue there.
Yeah, what's going on?
Change it. What's going on? Refine it. And you just like, it's almost like unplugging a drain in your funnel. Just to like let it flow through. Yeah.
Get all the junk that's inside there out of there so our drain's moving again.
Another great metaphor.
Boom.
So I think just from a marketing angle, because CRM is not just marketing, it's everything. But from the marketing angle, for me, the most important part is that customer relationship. Again, it's literally in the name. The customer is so important to your marketing and getting that in sale that you need to be doing everything that you can to make that customer happy, that customer experience with your company or your product, or, if you're a CRE company or if you're a brokerage, that experience that customer has to be best.
Yeah.
Because if it's shit, they're going to go to another competitor and they're not going to use you again because your customer experience shit, because you're using outdated Excel spreadsheets instead of like a really cool CRM system.
Yeah.
Because if you've got all the stuff in the right place, and the cool thing about it is if you're getting leads in from digital marketing channels if you've been watching our podcast and you've been doing like really cool content and you're doing like lead magnets and shit like that, and those leads are coming in, you can schedule email sequences to go out based on where they come from.
I was going to say, that's the coolest thing.
That's huge. You don't have to do any of that stuff manually. So those leads are going to feel really nurtured when they're coming into your sales pipeline, into your funnels. And then as marketers, we pull them further and further down and we get them to a place where we need to close them. That's when your sales team comes in and they pick up the phone and they get hold of them,
eating out your hand,
and they're like, "Oh my God, we love you guys so much. This has been such a beautiful experience.
Couldn't wait for this to happen.
Like I've been waiting all day for this phone
Christmas."
That is essentially why it's so important from a marketing point of view. Because as marketers, we've got to look after the customer. The sales team's got to look after the customer, but they're only doing it way, way, way down in that funnel, right in that conversion stage.
They've picked it up almost like the CRM is almost led as been like a before factor, like a prequel to the sales team to pick up those things and know like who to call, who not to call, who to follow up with an email.
Yeah.
My favorite part is the automation of things. Like I saw this one thing, it was like, oh, like someone bought something off your website. You get like an SMS or a WhatsApp or anything like, it's like, thanks for the purchase, blah, blah, blah.
100%, bro.
I thought that was so cool. Yeah.
I
wish I could, I want to automate my like life. Like,
life.
I want a CRM for my own life so that like if someone does something for me, they get like a little message saying like
thank you.
Thanks for that. Thanks for the morning coffee.
Because it's admin.
While I'm driving, it's admin, yeah.
But that doesn't feel very real, Josh.
I mean, I'm nurturing a little relationship here.
You're just trying to get in as many friend leads as you can.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Trying to get some qualified friends.
But you're trying to solve it.
Yeah, later on. So
Trying to solve the
that's the beginning of the funnel. That's coming later on.
But
That's when the pyramid scheme kicks in. You're my best friend. Listen, I need $5 million.
Listen, can you help us sell this product?
Yeah.
You know?
And if you get someone else to sell it, you'll make some money.
We love CRMs. It is actually kind of more exciting than I thought it would be.
I'm actually starting to love it.
I kind of want to log back into HubSpot.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my field.
We've been traveling for a while. I haven't logged into HubSpot lately.
Yeah.
I want to see like how many leads our clients are getting.
Yeah.
But on the client side, we run some really, really cool sales funnels for some of our clients. And the cool thing about it is you can make it as detailed and as technical as you want, or as simple and basic as you need it to be. Like, we're doing some really epic stuff with some of our tech clients.
Yeah.
We're trying to generate as many leads for people to sign up for their CREtech platforms. And we've built like different tiers into the types of people that are coming into our funnel. So, and linking that all back to the website. So depending on how much time people are spending on certain pages, we are then ranking them and tiering them based on their time spent on those pages. So if they're spending more than 3 minutes on a page, we know they're really, really interested. So they get grouped into another bracket that the sales team is like, hey, these guys are really important and they are potentially going to be worth this. And so you can make it really, really detailed, and it literally all lives on this dashboard. And you can go through your dashboard. You can see, okay, these guys haven't picked up the phone. These guys haven't replied to the email. These guys have bought the product. These guys have become leads. It's really, really cool actually. And I'm getting excited the more I talk about it.
Yeah. No, I think it is super cool.
What have I really come to?
Yeah. I want to
think CRM is so cool.
I'm just getting so keen. I want to open up like Google Analytics. I want to get every sort of insight possible just to see like some numbers. I think it's really, really, really cool. But even like if you have like a sales dev department, like that is the bread and butter of those sorts of things. And like
the other huge thing about it is that it's got all your metrics and analytics in one place.
Yeah.
And you'll know, like if you speak to me, one of my most important things when we are running any campaign is how we're measuring this shit. Measurements is the most important thing. You need to understand what's working and what's not.
Yeah.
Because if you're just doing all of this million different marketing activities, and then at the end of the year, you're like, oh, we didn't track anything or we didn't measure anything. I hope it worked. Let's just do this side again next year. Like, you can't do that. So
that is literally money down the drain.
That's literally drain. So you've got to understand your CRM system is going to have all those metrics. I feel like we are giving these CRM systems a serious like endorsement.
Hyping them up.
I mean, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're good.
We should have actually contacted some.
Maybe we can do a review on one of them. Maybe someone will let us know which one they want us to review. These are kind of the things that are important from a marketing point of view, but it's really about those customers, getting them into your funnel, attributing where they've come from. So the attribution again is super important. Where are all of these customers coming into your sales pipeline? And that's going to allow you to understand how you need to optimize your digital marketing channels. So you'll be able to see, cool, we're getting tons of leads coming in from LinkedIn or from this white paper that we created, but actually we're not getting so many from Facebook. So you can attribute all of those things into your funnel to say, cool, like let's let that one go. Let's decrease spend here. Let's increase spend there.
Yeah.
So that
the tweaking of
attribution
spend, I think, is so important.
Is really, really important. You can't just spend the same budget on every channel every month that's exactly the same. And your CRM is going to help you see all of those different things. But at the end of the day, it's there to manage the relationships you have with your customers, to make it the best experience for them so that they are not getting forgotten. You know which emails you've sent them, you know when they've replied. So you're really managing that customer experience, which from a marketing point of view is incredibly important because without the customer, you don't have a business. So you need to make that experience the best it can be.
And with a loyal customer, you've got a
loyal customer. Oh man,
you're down the road, sorted.
And let me tell you, once they start trusting you,
credibility.
Bezos rich. Bezos rich. Well, that's what he did. That's what he did.
I also just have to say the one issue with a CRM, because we're speaking a lot of great things.
No, we're saying good things.
We have to, the onboarding process, the task of having to onboard your business onto like a CRM is a biggie, but it is worth it. But
it's a once-off biggie.
It's a once-off biggie.
But it's getting everyone on board. So that's the other little neggy I want to go on about. Is that
drop a neggy?
Yeah. So obviously, marketing and sales don't normally get along so well together. Let's just put it lightly. You've got to make sure that whatever teams are using your CRM are putting in all of those details. If people aren't putting in the details, the CRM is not going to work properly. So if your marketing team, marketing is easier because most of it is just it's done automatically through your digital channels. But the sales team literally have to put in certain information about the leads that come in. So once they've spoken to them on the phone, they will need to put in information. How likely are they to buy or become, a tenant or whatever it is? Yeah. If they don't do that and they don't buy into that, you're going to have big gaps and holes in your CRM system. So that is another neggy. But you've got to, if we're talking to marketers, it's not your job. But if you're an owner of a company or in that position, you've got to really,
it's a concern.
Light a fire under sales ass.
Yeah. Do you have another neggy there?
I don't know if I've got another neggy. As much admin as it's going to relieve you of, there still is some admin involved. Yeah. There's also, it can get quite technical understanding everything. So you've got to get acquainted to those. If you're a company of more than 3 people, you should have a CRM. Seriously. Unless if you're a freelancer, maybe you don't need one, you just build one in Excel. But $25 a month up to, I would easily pay $100 a month for it.
Just think of the return on investment with that.
What I always bring up, is the juice worth the squeeze? Okay, and I'll tell you why the juice is worth the squeeze. It's worth it because if you don't have a CRM system and you don't pay attention to one of your customers and you miss an email, done. That's it. Juice is worth the squeeze getting the CRM system in.
Yeah. So if you're a pre-tech company or something, that is big money.
She's running. It's a brokerage.
It's so competitive out there.
That's a brokerage. If you lose a lead,
boom.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to email them back. Yeah. I didn't see that email.
There is one condition, Michael. Yes. You have to fire the salesman that treated me so terribly.
Don't do it, Michael.
It's $1 million sale.
Your CRM system is going to cover you. That's it for CRM. The blog will have more. God, I hope it doesn't have too much more than that because that was a lot. But from a marketing point of view, CRM, very good.
Get it.
We'll see you next week when we're hopefully home. And Josh,
we'll see.
Yeah. Josh is out of this little jail in the airport.
Yeah. Cool. I think they want me to go back now. Cool.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers, man.